Do you need a new set of wheels? Well, Spike Feresten is just the guy to match you up with the perfect vehicle. Spike finds a guy in need of a car, gets to know him, and then draws upon expertise and instinct to find 3 different cars perfectly suited to the buyer. And then a choice must be made. Esquire Network show Car Matchmaker is going into its 2nd season, and here to tell us more is Spike himself. Spike, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Now, Spike, we know you as a writer, a comedian, even a talk show host. So tell us, how did you get interested in cars?
This was a part of my life behind the scenes. I was helping friends and family and the woman who cuts my wife's hair find cars, because I've been a car guy forever. And I was very successful at it. People would call me and say, I'm really happy about it. And one of those people was Oprah Winfrey's producer, Ellen Rakuten. And she said, you know what, you're so good at this. Why don't you do it as a TV show? And here we are.
Awesome. Well, the first season was definitely action-packed. We saw car transformations, Hollywood cars. I mean, what were some of the highlights for you?
One of my favorite things from last season was having Jerry Seinfeld on and Seth Meyers and Will Forte in an episode to help my brother, who's the cue card guy for Saturday Night Live, get a better car to drive in the winter in New York. That was a favorite moment. I also liked the Fabio convertible test, which is a completely pointless car test, but it was funny, where we put Fabio in convertibles and tested the way the air went over the car and then through his hair. So
amazing. Just one of the highlights from a great, great season. Now, as we were saying, Spike, you know, the buyer is presented with 3 options, and at the end of the episode, they have to make a choice. So we saw some pretty amazing reactions to, you know, all of the choices out there. But I want to know, when the buyer picks their choice car, do you usually agree with that choice?
If it's one of the 3 cars, yes. If the cars have made it to my floor, it's an honor just to be nominated. But I will tell you this, I'm about 60% of the time I'm wrong. And I'm spending the most time with them, and I'm listening to them between takes, and I usually think, well, I've got it nailed. 60% of the time they pick something other than I thought.
Well, again, season 1 was outstanding, especially for those people out there who love cars. So tell us, what can we expect for season 2?
Well, we have Patrick Dempsey stopping by to help a young lady who wanted to learn how to race a car on a racetrack, which is incredible. The bass player for the Rolling Stones needed help with a little bit of a rock star car. And then it's just, you know, here's what's great about the show. It's normal folks test driving cars. Just regular people, not experts. So you get the truth of what it's really like. And it's always funny stuff, like I don't like where the window position switch is, or, you know, these butt cooling seats are fantastic. Everybody loves butt heaters and butt coolers. Everybody. And you don't hear that in regular car reviews.
You know, you really don't, but I'm so glad you're here telling our viewers about those. So,
they do. They love that option. That's the #1 option. Butt coolers.
Spike, who wouldn't want a butt cooler in their car? I'm just saying.
I want them.
So, Spike, okay, before we get into when the season premiere is, I want to know, if you could pick one car from season 1 that you could keep yourself, which one would it be?
Oh boy, from season 1, I was a very big fan of the Jaguar F-Type V8 convertible. That car blew me away. Just absolutely blew me away. I'm a performance car guy, so I'm always attracted to that stuff, the crazy stuff. The Lamborghini Huracan, the McLaren 650S, and most importantly, the Porsche 991 GT3. Cannot go wrong.
So many sexy cars. So many. One of my favorite things about season 1 were those car transformations, and I cannot wait to see what season 2 has in store for us. So, Spike, the premiere is tonight on Esquire Network. We wish you the best of luck, and thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here.
Now, stay where you are. The Morning Blend will be right back.